Hi, Tyler Infidelity here at CanJam Rocky Mountain Audio Fest 2015. I'm in the Mr. Speakers booth, and you may remember from my Big Sound 2015 report that there was the Mr. Speakers Ether headphone in there, which did fairly well in the event. It's really a lovely speaker, nicely priced in that category. And he's got another ether, this time a closed ether. Hiya, Dan. Good to see you.
Good afternoon.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about the closed ether?
Sure. Actually, when we started developing ether, the original design was to make a closed headphone. And we kind of got stuck about a year and a half into the development. I just couldn't make it do what I wanted to do. So we set it aside, came out and worked on the open version and released ether. And we came back to it, and with a little bit of distance and time, we were able to kind of figure it out and solve the problems that had been bothering us. The key thing about it is that we wanted to really make a closed-back headphone that was a no-compromise performer and could really deliver the kind of experience you'd get from a quality open headphone with the benefit of having good isolation. And so we are using the same driver, the same metal hardware and chassis, the same nickel titanium headband that we used on ether. But what we've added now is a very rigid carbon fiber cup so that the cup doesn't impart any stored energy into the system and color the sound. And we also have redone the tuning and the damping scheme so that the driver is treated very differently. Even though it is the same driver, everything about how we executed it is very different.
Is it the same diaphragm?
It's the same diaphragm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Exactly the same diaphragm. But this one was voiced a little bit differently. This one has a very nice, smooth, neutral mid-range, very detailed and resolving, but what it does a little differently from ether is it kicks up a little bit more in the sub-bass. So for bass fans, people who are interested in electronica, that's a really nice fit. It's also really good for things like air travel, because on airplanes you have more ambient bass noise, and having a little boosted bass allows the sound to come through in a more balanced way without being masked by the rumble of the plane.
And how efficient are they?
They're about 3 dB less efficient than the ether. You're still able to run them off an iPhone and it'll sound good. They sound really great on stuff like the Quest-style QPR-1 or the nice AK 240 or 380 players.
Sure. And people keep asking me, or I keep seeing the question about your previous headphones that had a lot of 3D printed parts, and I'm sure you got a lot of 3D printers around the office. Is this headphone 3D printed?
There is a component inside that's 3D printed that couldn't be fabricated any other way, and it's actually very critical to the headphone, and we don't discuss what it's doing.
Aha! Super secret 3D printed part. Most excellent.
It's the unobtainium part.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I did get a chance to listen to the ether closed headphones, and they sounded quite good. I'm looking forward to getting a pair up in Montana, but I can say with a sense of confidence that it's really the best sounding closed planar magnetic headphone I've heard. Really a lovely, a good sound.
Thank you very much.
I can't wait to look into it a lot more deeply so I can really evaluate it, but I'm excited to do that. And I'll also say that the ether, the regular ether, is a tremendously comfortable headphone. The headband arrangement and the ear pads, you've done a great job on them, Dan.
Thank you. You know, I'm a comfort nut, and it started because I used to wear my headphones for 8 hours at a stretch in the office because I shared a home office with my wife, and if it wasn't comfortable for 8 hours, it just wasn't going to work.
Didn't work, yeah. Well, good. Congrats, Dan, on a new product and switching over from the T50RP drivers, and it's good to see you again, as always.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you guys at the next booth.